In this video, we will talk about different types of flows in an organization and how Yolean can help you make them more visible and effective. Lean philosophy can be summarized with the following statement. All organizations want to increase flows that create value and eliminate sources of waste. The problem is, most value flows and sources of waste are invisible. At Yolean, our primary focus is to help you make your flows visible in order to make them more efficient. Through research and cooperations with academic partners and industrial customers, we have identified that value flows in any organizations can be related to three kinds of work: operative work, strategic work, and development work. To understand what we mean with the word flows, let's look into each of these. We'll start with operative work. In operative work, there is a flow of, well, work. Depending on your line of business, flow of work is related to flow of material. For example, in a production facility, warehouse, store, restaurant, or car dealership, flow of work is mostly related to flow of material or products. Information and cases. For example, in an industrial company, financial institution, law agency, or public agency, flow of work is mostly related to flow of information. In healthcare, flow of work is related to flow of patients. Similarly, in service businesses, flow of work is related to flow of customers. While cars, folders, patients, and customers are easy to see, the work related to them can be much harder to see. Besides the flows related to the core of operative work, there is one other flow which is of critical importance to manage. It is the flow of problems and deviations, which causes waste in the operative work. These need to flow as quickly as possible to the right level of decision makers in order for the decision makers to provide a flow of solutions back to the operative work process. Using Yolean's solution, you can make the flow of tasks and deviations visible for the purpose of planning and flow optimization. Development work is normally organized with the projects that are managed in portfolios and supplied with the resources through a resource or line organization. From the project's perspective, it is important to achieve a flow of tasks, deliverables, and milestones in a synchronized way. For the portfolio management, flow is all about milestones, while a resource manager needs to achieve a balanced flow of tasks and deliverables to avoid overloading the team. Also, in development work, the flow of deviations and solutions is important. There is one flow of deviations flowing toward portfolio management where the solutions are typically either funding or priorities. The other flow of deviations is toward the line organization where solutions are typically resources needed for the work. Yolean has developed a portfolio of solutions specifically tailored to visualize and optimize these flows in development work. Finally, strategic work boils down to carrying out various forms of improvements, and improvements always means change. To quote Winston Churchill, "To improve is to change, to perfect is to change often." This means that to achieve strategic development, there is a need for a flow of changes. Critical factors that are needed to achieve this flow are definition and breakdown of goals and targets for each change, clear ownership and accountability, and finally, to see the progress. Similar to development work, also, here there is a flow of deviations and solutions for each improvement initiative. Also, for strategic work, Yolean offers a set of best practice and solutions for managing these flows. When digitalizing wall-based visual management, it is tempting to try to make a digital wall that has the flexibility to make any kind of board. In our research, however, we saw that only a portion of the board has information that changes frequently, while the other portion tends to be rather static. We also saw that regardless of exactly how the board looks like, the portions that changes often are the ones that are related to the flows. Therefore, to support the flows, it is these portions that makes the most sense to digitalize. The rest can stay on a wall in an analog form. By using this logic when digitalizing, we could use advanced data management in the background to make tasks, deviation, milestones, and deliverables flow between boards and across time, something a digital whiteboard just cannot do. With this, we make it possible to support flows between organizational functions and levels as well as across time. To stay competitive, you need to make your flows lean. Let Yolean help you on this journey.